Hello, my name is Danielle Davis. I am currently a student at TCU in the BSN to DNP program for a family nurse practitioner. I have been a nurse for almost 3.5 years working in critical care. Today, we will be discussing the elements of diffusion as defined by Rogers, why they are important, and how to move forward and apply this knowledge. According to Rogers, diffusion is a process that communicates an innovation over a period of time to members of a given social system. Rogers also emphasized that diffusion is a special type of communication which disseminates information regarding a new idea. Diffusion is a type of social change that requires structure and function of a system to adapt. Diffusion may exist as a planned and well thought out process, or it may occur as the spontaneous spread of information. Either way, understanding the ins and outs of diffusion is essential when implementing an innovation. The four main elements of diffusion include the innovation itself, communication channels, time, and social systems. We will look at each of these individually. The innovation is essentially the first step in the diffusion process. There has to be some sort of innovation in order to have diffusion. Rogers defined innovation as a new idea, practice, or object. Rogers also explained that the innovation does not necessarily have to be objectively new, but it is perceived as new to the individual or other unit of adoption. Vital to innovation are the perceived attributes. The relative advantage is how the innovation is perceived as superior to other ideas, and it is measured in economic terms. Compatibility is how the innovation aligns with existing values, past experiences, and addresses the needs of the adopters. Complexity is related to the level of difficulty surrounding the innovation. Triability is the degree to which an innovation may be experimented on a limited basis. This way, adopters are able to test out the innovation without necessarily committing to it. Lastly, observability is the visibility of the results. People are more likely to adopt an innovation that has already demonstrated positive results rather than one with limited data. Communication channels are how messages and information travel from one individual to another. Highly functioning communication channels in diffusion are vital to the process. Various types of communication channels exist, and depending on the situation, each type is beneficial. Mass media channels, for example, provide a rapid and efficient way to disseminate information amongst a large audience. Interpersonal channels, on the other hand, are most ideal for connecting with one or a few individuals and persuading them to adopt an innovation. Diffusion is a time-consuming process. The element of time relates to diffusion in several ways. First, time is considered in the innovation decision process, during which the potential adopters must initially accept or reject that idea. The relative earliness or lateness of when the innovation is adopted is also compared to that of other units of adoption. Lastly, the rate of adoption of an innovation into a system is measured over time. This process can take several years. Social systems make up a large part of the diffusion process. In healthcare, social systems are diverse and numerous. Social systems consist of interrelated units with members working towards a common goal or objective. These members may be individuals, groups, organizations, or even subsystems. The cooperation of each social system during diffusion is crucial to the adoption and sustainability of an innovation. Categories of adopters include innovators, early adopters, where the opinion leaders adopt the idea, the early majority, the late majority, and laggards. As you can see, this pattern typically follows a bell-shaped curve. So why are the elements of diffusion important? Well, understanding the process allows us to identify barriers, facilitate the process, and explore the best strategies for implementing evidence into practice. Moving forward, we understand that the elements of diffusion offer us a set of concepts that explain receptivity to policies in healthcare, procedures, and practices that is applicable to individuals, groups, and organizations. That concludes this presentation. Thank you all for taking the time to listen, and please feel free to contact me with any questions. Thank you.